Welcome back to Jamaica Made Me Do It. This is my little corner on the internet where I love talking about all the wonderful, weird, sometimes totally wild things that I experienced throughout 15 years of traveling around Jamaica. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the smallest things teach you the biggest lessons? For me, one of those lessons came from a tiny corner shop across the street from my apartment in Ocho Rios. It wasn't a supermarket or a pharmacy. It was just one of those little roadside shops where people pop in and out all day long. They just drive by, grab a thing and go. And one day when I went to the little shop across the road, I learned the coolest little factoid. You could buy one cigarette, not a pack, but just one cigarette. You could also buy one diaper. You could buy one roll of toilet paper, not a Costco-sized bunker supply meant to survive the apocalypse, just one roll. I found this absolutely fascinating and actually super helpful because where I come from, we pretty much buy everything in bulk. And when you run out and you have to go get it in bulk again. Need an allergy pill? Here's a box of 36. Need pain relievers? Here's enough tablets to survive 3 flu seasons and a minor zombie outbreak. Need toilet paper? Excellent. Would you like 48 rolls strapped to the top of your car? Here in Canada, pretty much everything comes in giant quantities. Literally everything, unless you go to a farmer's market to buy one tomato. And I've never really questioned it. Then Jamaica came along and posed the question, but what if you only need one? This power of one lesson really hit me a few years after I discovered it. I was having a brutal allergy attack where your eyes are watering, you're having a sneeze fest, your nose is running. So I went to the pharmacy. I believe it was Fontana's in Ochi, and I walked up to the counter expecting to buy a box of allergy pills. And instead, the pharmacist asked me how many I wanted. Not which size box, not regular strength or extra strength, but how many. In my head, I was like, how many what? I was so confused. Apparently, I could just buy a couple of pills. That's it. Just enough to solve today's problems with no leftovers and no waste, no giant box expiring in a bathroom drawer for the next 4 years. And honestly, my mind was a little bit blown because as I'm filming this right now, I'm sitting here in Canada looking at this giant Ziploc bag full of expired medication, random pills, half-used packages, things I bought because they only come in boxes, things I needed once and never touched again. Every so often, I haul the whole collection back to the pharmacy for disposal because no, you can't just flush it down the toilet into all the rivers. And then I start the cycle all over again. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it, hey? Jamaica made me realize that sometimes people might buy one because that's all they can afford. But sometimes people might buy one because that's all they actually need. And that's a whole different lesson entirely. Over the years, Jamaica has taught me a lot about gratitude and privilege and perspective, but it has also taught me something surprisingly practical. Not every problem requires a giant solution. Not every purchase needs to be supersized. And not every cupboard needs to be overflowing. Sometimes one is enough. One pill, one diaper, one roll of toilet paper, one cup of noodles at midnight when you're craving. I know you know what I'm talking about. And one small purchase that just gets you through today. And for whatever reason, that tiny lesson has stuck with me for years. It's funny how a little roadside shop in Ochi can completely change the way that you look at a giant bag of expired pills sitting in your bathroom. So if you're in Jamaica or if you've ever been to Jamaica, you've seen a corner shop. What is one item that you would regularly stop at a corner shop and buy just one? Let me know in the comments. I am here to be entertained by your comments. Thank you for watching today. I'm Christy and this is Jamaica Made Me Do It. Please like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you next week for more of Jamaica Made Me Do It. One more thing, a couple of months ago, I did another video about checking my privilege when in Jamaica as a foreigner from Canada. If you want to watch that video, I'll leave the link in the description below.